Music makes my brain go to. Are there any certain music you would like me to add to the playlist? Yeah, I didn't look at this drawing before. I should do the electric breaks in. You're too kind, but it's your play. I mean, if you have songs that are good that I like, I should add them. You know, I already got like 2,000 songs on it anyway, so. I am eating baked potatoes. Potatoes. I'm going to unironically call them potatoes. More breaks and punishment. I should finish this one, right? But not only that, I did get the response about someone did provide me with the game I'm looking for. Where did I put it? Bonk. Oh, did I already accept it? There's some older requests I have. Okay. Because as I mentioned, the cover for the game did not show up on Twitch, but that's because the cover that was uploaded was kind of low quality, so it is possible that it didn't show up for that reason. Now that I have updated the cover, so it's high resolution. Now it does show up on Twitch, so that's good. So now that issue has been resolved. The person who has, I found someone who has played the game online. So I did contact them and ask them if they could provide a copy of the game. And they did respond, but I think they forgot to attach the file. And if someone is curious about why sharing games like that doesn't sound very legal. No, I mean, it would be legal, I would assume, because the museum that the game was made on the behalf of, or like, I actually don't know how like, I actually don't know exactly how it was, because it was developed by a gaming studio. Apparently 2 different gaming studios for some reason, and it was made for the the government, or more like the government, they use the English term subsidiary. What do you call it? It's an organization underneath the government that made the request to have the game be made. And then the oh no, I sorry. No, this is worse. Who is? Yeah, and the museum is also run by the government, of course. Organization under the government, obviously not the politicians themselves. So the game was made for the Swedish government, and they have published the game for free through the museum itself. However, that was 10 years ago, and the link is dead. I have reported that to them like over a year ago, and they were like, "Yeah, we're going to come back to you about this." Well, that was a year ago, and still haven't. They said like, "It will take like a week or something." So I sent them out again, and they were like, "Well, it's possible that no one knows about this game." Well, that would be an issue because, you know, it's kind of like part of the Swedish gaming history, and isn't it kind of ironic that the museum is the one losing the game? I know the museum isn't about video games or games at all, but still, it's a museum. I feel like they should have the archives for this kind of stuff. It seems like a thing, but okay, apparently it is someone has made a whole website covering a lot of old Swedish games that are basically abandoned. However, I cannot state that all of this would be legal. I didn't say any of this. However, I'm going to focus on specifically the one game that they have published for free for anyone to play. Originally published. Wait, where do I put games? There should be place them. Originally published in 1997, so it's an old game. Which, yeah, that's when they originally published it in Sweden. That's when they released it. And then they released it. Actually, the Wikipedia article should probably be updated here. I could be wrong, but actually, wait. I could show this. Would it be correct of me to do this? I could show what I mean. Oh, that's how they wrote it. Okay, good. I don't know. So, here's what I'm talking about. No, wait, I can't show that because then I will show the game. Huh, that's true. Well, that is true. Okay, I will not show it. Oh, it was actually published to 2013. Well, if I do then and state like I could make this change and we'll see if they revert it or something. Because the game, as I said, the game was released in Sweden only, in like physically in Sweden on physical disc, and then it was later released for free. I think you originally had to buy it, but I mean, to be fair, you're buying the physical medium rather than the game content. But then it was released digitally as a free download on the internet. On Facebook specifically was the link shared. But I assume that the link was not region locked. So, and anyone can run it. And since I got hands on the game now, I can therefore run it. Just plan on when to play it then. Next week maybe. Okay, let's see what are we talking about here. Now that is been resolved, I kind of got the email answer like now, so as I was starting up. Well, I'd like to have a musical exchange with you one day. I'll have my bus early before I get Thank you, Jaded. Well, I guess that makes sense. I could share some music, like Swedish music, and you can share some Chilean music. Well, that is the one option that does not have anything that obscures the button. Wait. When was that relevant? When I was playing Cow the Kangaroo? The original game? What options am I talking about? Yes, Moki Weewies. Now you have a Sybil plushie. I do. Thank you. And that plushie does not have a covered butt. I feel like it's a near extinction type of data. What kind of thing? It needs to be preserved like other things should, yeah. Yeah, they should. Like, it feels weird that a museum will lose content like that. I mean, and also like, oh, but it's so much information. The file is 66 megabytes. Or 67, depending on how you count. Ooh. How big is No, it's a bit too big for so-called floppy disks. Cooked up on a key on these. Racy, you're gay, Andy. I don't know what that means. If that makes sense. 8 stream streak. Nicely done there, Jaden. Oh, blushy bunny. I would get blushy if you did bully me. I was thinking this Ace Sugarbox, are you peeking? I'm inside your head. 5. Well, cold. Do you want something? As I said, and when someone does a stream streak, should there be a reward alongside that? I don't know what the reward should be. Every time you achieve a streak of 10, you get a fruit. Could spill that liquid everywhere. We can draw a fox in panties. I could. Whoa, black panties. Sure. Could you didn't have digital photos, so you had to take physical photos when you went on panty raids. Look, a panty with covered butt. Is that Pon being stuck in a washing machine? And or dryer. I do kind of miss floppy disks. They were fun as a little lad. What was fun with them? I mean, you kind of have that again. I mean, just in a small format known as card. This was a terrible format. I mean, sure, it had its benefits, such as the content was covered, unlike a CD where the storage medium is exposed. So that was a good design. And I feel like they should have I mean, there were some items, but cube somehow make because a diskette, as I think would a more appropriate term would be, because the floppy part, they weren't very floppy. The hard-shelled ones. They were a disk inside a hard shell. So, and then they were replaced with compact discs, which are, of course, discs. So, in theory, all you had to do was, well, put a shell around them. And you basically have the same design, the storage capacity of a CD, but the protection included. Which would be a good thing. However, the reason why I don't think that happened is because that would increase the cost of producing a disc. So, lemon. So, just pressing some discs and then being done with it is so much cheaper, so that's fine. The cost of trying to fix the headphone cable is chrome breaking. Don't ask why it works like that, because I don't know. I don't know what you're even trying to say there, Tuggerbox. What is chrome breaking? Quote, you can't just unrush someone and say I'm innocent. Doesn't stop some people. Coachy. Yep. Quote, you want to talk about my underwear right now? Tattoos are gone now. I should probably take a shower soon. That sounds fair. I don't know why I read it like that, but... You go and have your well-deserved shower. You have been doing good and doing well. Also, no. I've heard good stuff about you from you, so... I would rather have a somewhat increase with the protection since they would last longer that way, but then it will become the modern thing where most machines now don't have built-in CD-DVD injectors. Well, depends on what kind of computer you have. If you have a desktop computer, you can just install one. Yeah, it's not much of a, like... You wouldn't really use CDs for a computer normally anyway. Unless you're like a niche. Like for example, if you are... if you're buying a computer game that's usually not on a disc anyway, and if you can buy it physically, it's usually just a download code anyway. So there's no disc in the first place. And then if you're buying things like film or music, then you usually play those on dedicated machines, not on your computer. Or you buy a video game for a console, but then obviously you play that on that console. So yeah. I could understand why some people wouldn't find much use of a CD player on a computer. And I haven't used the one on this computer in like never using. All games I buy are digitally from Steam or GOG. Which fuzzy. Which is cheaper than having to buy it physically anyway. And we had a whole this conversation about digital ownership and stuff. And I tried to... And there's too much misconception about that whole thing, and... In short, the usual misconception, people say like, with digital games you don't own the games, you only get a license, but with physical games you own the game, which is wrong, because when you buy a physical game, you only buy the license to it. You also get, when we talk about physical games, you actually get a CD with content on it. You get a copy of all the content on a CD, but you still only buy a license. Now, the benefit is, of course, that you get a CD with all the content on it. But it does have its drawbacks. And the drawback is that you get a physical disc with all the content on it. And what I mean by that being a drawback is, if you lose that one or you break it, you lost it, unless you made a copy of it first. But when it comes to digital, as long as the store is still running, which Steam has been running for a really long time, and does not seem to be shutting down anytime soon. That means that you can just download it again whenever you need it. So yeah, but anyway, there are benefits and drawbacks, of course, I understand that. I don't even know what I was talking about before. Oh yeah, I was talking about that, buy all games on Steam. Yeah, and like the games I buy on Steam are just cheaper too. And also, not only that, because I typically buy older games, because I'm very picky with what I play. There aren't really much of modern games I'm much interested in anyway. Especially since a lot of modern games do a bunch of stupid decisions, which I think should be illegal, or at least require high age rating on. Therefore, I'm also not interested. So therefore, I'm buying a bit of older games that have proven to last. Especially older games, especially modern games. So it's also a thing. So I was referring like gacha games, loot boxes, microtransactions, but also live services. All of that I don't want to deal with. So therefore, I buy a game that is a few years old, where I have looked up first to make sure it doesn't contain any of that, and it's still running, and I can just run it offline without any online checks. And it's all good. And but if I want to buy that in a physical store, it could be kind of hard to find. But I can find it easier on Steam. Plus, it's probably also cheaper because it's a bit older. Well, typically on Steam they usually don't go down in price because they're older. From what I've seen, they typically go up in price. But they do usually have so their prices sometimes go up. Usually they don't, but sometimes it happens. But they usually don't go down, which is kind of what I've said. In my experience, I could be wrong. It also depends on which games you look at. The games I've looked at, most of the time the prices stay the same and never change. But when they do change, they usually go up in price. But there are a few cases that go down. Maybe I've seen games going down in price as much as I've seen them go up in price, actually. Now I think about it a bit more. But it's quite rare that they change price. But games on Steam usually go on sale, and the amount they go on sale on, that changes, and they usually go on a greater and greater sale every year. They go on sale. They go on sale multiple times a year, but they like, yeah, the amount they go on sale on increases over time. Not always, they can be stagnant on that for like 2 years before they start lowering the price further. And sometimes they have a great sale and then they have a lesser sale. So yeah, that varies. So while the game itself, these older games usually aren't like cheaper than when they were released. Well, at least they go on like 80% sale. So, and then I buy it then. And then I get it for cheap. Wouldn't be able to do that if I buy it. Well, physically they would sell it. But usually they try to sell out, which is not the correct term, I guess. So they don't even have it in store. And in that case, I would have to buy a used copy, which doesn't work on computer games because they usually require a key that is locked to an account and stuff. Because it's a digital download, there's no content on the disc. I don't have a console to play on anyway. In 3 minutes I get another point, and there's the point. Time for a shower. Why are you taking so much photos? Good, should I show the surprises you get from Pon Pon? Not much. Last, got a mango. Hydrate, 24 minutes ago. I actually should have found this one at... Oh, Pon Pon is streaming. Thank you for the plushie as well. Cold. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. So do 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 do. Well, there we go, it has a very spiky tail. The question is, which attack is this? Because this could be... Oh, I don't want to be attacked. Oh no, I've been affected. What is that? No. Why? I know I'm drawing this bracelet on the underwear, but that doesn't mean he's being bullied. No, this is Pufferboy. This isn't making it better. Redeem a different outfit that allows for tummy rub. Do. There. Do. There we go. I'm sporty now. Now you can. Now you can touch my butt tummy. Sporty pon pon. Pon pon should do play some sport in his outfit, and then you have like accidental upskirts and stuff. God, don't show my butt on stream if you don't pay for it. Exactly, that one is directed at you, Chuggerbox. God, there's a limit in his perverbiness. Who is that referring to? Everything has a bottom, but nothing has a limit. Who is your bottom, Tukibox? Not Kochi, his perverseness is limitless. Fire. Not good. Who's your bottom? Yeah, answer the question. The question was directed at you. Now you have to answer it honestly. Don't want you to get out of that question. Is it one of those femboys you tend to hang out with? They do sound very cute. From what you have described so far. Is it just because I've imagined what they're like? I don't know, honestly. Yeah, I need to think about it. Oh. The bottom two Tukibox. The dominating Tukibox and his bottom on a leash. He doesn't play around, you better be on your best behavior. Thank you for the thumb up, Nast. It is very fluffy. Hello, how you doing? Hello to you too. For me, it's the usual. Nothing special. Getting through the days. And now, my tummy is eaten. I didn't sleep. Oh no! I'm so hyped for a game release today. Oh, what game is that? Quote, I'm a funny bunny with a bat. That doesn't apply. You should have done that a bit earlier. Slay the Spire 2. Huh. I think I've heard Slay the Spire at some point. Slay the Spire 2. Oh, I see. Well, that actually seems like something I could imagine being well designed. I couldn't say anything. Developed by Mega Crit apparently. Well, first game. Not sure about the second game. It's also developed by Mega Crit. Apparently written differently for some reason. I mean, that must have just been a typo then, because that's not how you spell their name. That's not how you write it. What if I go to this Wikipedia article and then search for Mega Crit, which is written as one word, split it up into two words. And then minor edits. Mega Crit is Mega Crit with a space. Save. There we go. Now it's written correctly. Because they write it with a space on their own website. Oh. What games have Mega Crit made? They have made Slay the Spire 2. They made Slay the Spire. And Dancing Duelist, is that actually a game? Because it doesn't show up the same way, so I don't know if that's just a title or something. But not a game. They have a site loss build which is specified down to the second and time zone offset for some reason. Well, I appreciate the unambiguousness, which is good. They get a big plus from me. They wrote it in the ISO date format, date and time format, including the time zone offsets in numerically. I think that is very good of them to do. Anyway, let's see. Slay the Spire 2. You probably saw me commenting it in Mechalical's stream. No, for Daddy said he wanted it. Huh? Okay, but I just found out last night when someone said he wanted it. Who is your daddy, Jaded? That startled me for a bit. But that's neat. Slay the Spire is very good as far as I know it is. I played the board game, funnily enough. Slay the Spire 2 is getting everything from the first game and making it 200% better. Cards and enemies have animations. Woo! I mean, to be fair, as a first game, you might not do animation. But actually, they're adding co-op. Oh, I wonder. Well, I don't know how the game works. I don't know how co-op will work. Alternative acts. New events, enemies, relics, cards. They're adding cards to the card game. I just love this game. But that is neat. Quote, put me in a swimsuit and you might see how thick I am. Yeah, give me a swimsuit and you'll see. I want to disclose who's my daddy. That you can find out with a jaded battle pass. You saying that I have to battle you? But who's your daddy, Jaded? Well, watch the trailer. Why? Why would I watch the trailer? Probably not even a game for me. I would say probably. No, I'm not into roguelike games. First video on Steam store page. It's so good. I mean, I'm glad that you enjoy it, but certainly most likely not a game for me. I have a high expectation that it wouldn't be for me. But I guess if someone were to gift me the game, I would play it. I'm already playing another roguelike card game. And well, it is funnily enough fun to play. It's not so much for the roguelike elements in it. I wouldn't mind if the game played differently and I would probably still have fun with it. So I think it's well made gameplay wise aside from the roguelike elements. The roguelike elements is what annoys me with the game. So I wouldn't enjoy a roguelike game. I can enjoy a roguelike game not because it's a roguelike game, but despite it being a roguelike game. I hope that makes sense. Like I was playing Rabbit and Steel, which is also a roguelike, I don't know. Which I also enjoy despite it being a roguelike. Not because it is one. I hope that makes sense. We're going to have ads in 5 minutes. This is a very British sounding song, I guess. Both with British pronunciations like awkward, which was mentioned recently, as well as British terminology like Kelly. And I do understand that there are other dialects around the world that also using it. I actually don't know if she's British in the first place. I think so. I could check that. Because this artist is known as Lily Allen. From London, very specifically southern England, which, as far as I can tell from the accent, it is a southern England accent, which has kind of inspired my pronunciations as well. Not her, but southern England. Actually, let's read what you all wrote. No, that's not the game. Bad code. They're adding cards in a card game. Or let's go. Now Jada will say, let's go. Fun in underwear. Quote, whoa, needles. I didn't know it was so big. Oh, it's fine. I hope it's fine. As long as you enjoy it. And Jaded, of course. Okay, but as a card game player, this is my genuine reaction when cards are released in the card queue. Look, let's go card. I mean, if they release like an update to the game and add more cards, I mean, I could see that as fun. Of course, that is great to see. But I mean, like they make a sequel to a card-based game and they wouldn't add any new cards. That's like, that would be a huge disappointment. And if they add new cards, then that's like, yeah, that makes sense. Now, what cards they add, some of them you can get very excited about, but that they are adding new cards, I feel like that's just what they should do. First half of the trailer is a very well animated sequence, so not gameplay. Even if people didn't like the genre, would probably enjoy the first half of the trailer. So the first half of the trailer has nothing to do with the game? I guess it's setting up the story lore of the franchise or like the game itself. But yeah, that's the thing with video games I've heard people complain about when you have trailers that actually doesn't show the actual gameplay. I haven't looked at game trailers in like forever, so I don't know how game trailers are nowadays. I don't even look at them at Steam. I must look at the screenshots because the screenshot shows the game. Well, here's God Came Enjoy right here. I could probably enjoy some games. I've been thinking about playing some card games on console games. The one risk of card games is that they could so easily make it into a gacha loot box microtransaction based game. I hope. I don't know if Slay the Spire does any of that. Considering its Humble Bundle being the publisher, I would assume not, because it doesn't seem like a thing they would do. It was Humble Bundle, right? No, they are publishing on their own. Humble Bundle was doing some publishing for them. They still publish it on their own. But looking at a very tiny screenshot, it looks kind of similar to the game I played, which is Monster Train. Which is developed by Shiny Shoe, apparently.
I've had to sit on my camera for a long.
Yeah.
The game's looking for me.
But gameplay is probably different. But yeah, it also looks. So I haven't looked at any gameplay. I mean, I guess it's a game I could play after I finish the one I'm currently playing. We'll see. Quote, congratulations, you saved 0 seconds. Quote, can I draw you in your underwear? Yes. If you can. No, spam want that. Quote, normal is not that hard. Hard is hard. Hard is hard. Insert meme. Love heart. I didn't like your message for some reason. I will approve that message for you. Milky Mew cat. I don't see what was harmful with that message. If someone can see what's harmful with the message, let me know. Quote, find some weekday panties, preferably multiple pairs, so you know you can always have one available. Because this looks very innocent. Looking for new streamers to add to my list. And saw you were drawing. I am drawing a Brexit. And I'm glad that you chose to step in here. Sally, it's blocked your message. But you are of course welcome. Don't know why I did that. But it was your first message, so maybe it was a bit sensitive about your first message. I don't know why. Yeah, but sure, also no worries. So, yeah, so this breaks is going to be affected by electricity. That's what's going on here. If you're curious what's going on. We're going to have ads though, because we are like at the full hour. We have 3 minutes of ads every full hour. So that I can get up and move around and stuff. Getting some more water to drink and stuff. Possibly, auto mode can be a bit silly at times. Yeah, it all depends on what settings you have. I try to make it as lenient as possible, but yeah. But I guess it's just more picky about new chatters. I haven't seen that happen in a long time though, so it's fine. It did happen once before, but someone wrote something inappropriate, so at that time it was appropriate to do that. So I was a bit worried this time if there was something more, but it wasn't. As far as I could tell. But sometimes I can't see everything. So, says, thank you so much for following. To both Milky Moo Cat, which is a very cute name, and Logimented. Does that stand for anything? It seems to be quite a unique username. And streaming ads. Be right back. Watch some clips in the meantime.
This is not the UK.
Wait, we're not? Where are we?
No, it's not been the UK since World War II.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Which country are we in?
In Netherlands.
Oh.
It's a system that confuses new players, which they really shouldn't have changed from how. And there we go.
I already lost one of my lives.
That didn't even take a minute.
No.
Grab it. Sometimes the grab doesn't trick you. Can I jump on this? Okay. You're supposed to grab this. I mean, there's an exclamation point. I don't get it. Okay, you're on your own, chestnut. Flip pond. We don't have. What would that do? Do you want to turn me upside down? Because Pompon's plot is very thick. You just want to take Pompon. Oh, it's locked. That's why. You just want to take Pompon and then like. There you go. Pompon has been flipped. Pompon has been flicked back. I take it that you like my butt.
We all like your butt, Pon Pon. We all like your butt.
Thank you. So,
A pon gathering.
Pon gathering, Pon meetup. No, it's with that I'm going to try to be more engaged in like
Pon-con.
Pon-con.
Pon-con. Pon-pon-con.
Pon-con. I would like a Pon meetup, inviting people I know. But we'll see how that goes. It was fun at the start of the levels. Like, how did you even end up in this place? Oh. That was a quick death. who actually wants to go the correct way when they're playing a platformer? What kind of jump was that? Okay, I guess I'm restarting the level. 99%! Wow, you're really cute today.
99% cute. Bye-bye.
Almost fully cute. Bonk. Tiny piece out of cuteness. What piece on Sunny is not the cute part?
Oh, it's probably the piss part.
Well, you went there. That's a good response from Sunny, the doggy. Hello, is Swedish for barracks. That makes more sense. Logement. Or logementet. Wallen. Logementet. It's a military term, so I wasn't familiar with it. I've not been to the military, so there is that. Giggle, giggle. It's just probably the piss part. I'm like, oh, whoa. Well, I mean, fair, that wouldn't be cute, but like, yeah, I didn't expect that. That's not I'd say. Quote, why are you shooting your peach? Good question. There we go, nice berry. And then adjust it. Beautiful. I need to open the reference picture I can use. Here's the last one I made. So much energy going on here. So there's going to be a separation here. Question if I should make the separation sharp as well, just for the effect. So what is the Baraxin being subjected to this time? Thundershock. The attack, when that was kind of like what I asked before. The attack is actually not defined, it's just some electric attack. So if someone has a suggestion of which attack this could be, feel free to give me ideas. But I guess it would be some kind of like strong electric attack. there. Now should be able to fill this. Somewhere down here, there. Okay. What is like a strong electric? I guess like thundershock. Thundershock. Quote, but if I made it a bit thicker, would we even be able to handle that much thickness? We're gonna have Rexing get hit with every attacking Pokemon that exists. Whoa, I'm not going to do that to Kickbox. How many attacks are there? Okay, wait. Bulbapedia list of attacks. List of attacks of the Titan? I don't think. List of moves. Also really. Let's kind of like sort by power, I guess. Then I can like. Because all the ones that it doesn't have power like status effects, while those that have powers are actually attacking moves. But some of the ones with power might only be like status effects, not like actually attacking. But some of the ones that point is that it kind of evens out. There are 556 moves that have power in Pokemon. Power is what it uses to calculate the attack it does. There are probably some effects like Sand Attack, which you could argue could probably get their dress to fly off. Whirlwind. But some are just like Leer or Growl, wouldn't really roar. Teleport. I mean, that could work, I guess. Splash, which is just hop. So, yeah. Over 500 attacks, either way. I'm not going to do that to get fucked. However, what I am doing is that this person is being hit by every type there is. Of which there are 18. Which is much more reasonable than 500. I will be drawing this forever if I'm going to do 500 of them. Did I take what you said way too literal? Yes. Was it fun? Yes. Must be one. No. There, I found it. Beautiful face. Let's do these. Like the mind race. Since the face is white anyway, I don't actually have to draw the full eye. Can just do that. Still works. Not really, because when I add a blush, that's now not going to work. Let's fix that. That is true. When I add a blush, it's going to break because I don't have the blush over the eyes. The blush I put. Which also helps see where the eyes are, which is not the intention of the blush, but it helps. There. The only thing I haven't decided yet is what her underwear has been so long. Yep. Coach, you come off as a person who would be experienced in what a butt looks like. Whoa. That says mega with a very silly creature. Okay, what was I looking for? Alright. I'll just check my notes for how I should design the underwear. Because I had to have some I could go with something risky. Do. A bit off looking. Was more like it. Da. Da. Like that. Cole is so silly with the comments. I want to do the artwork here. And then I'll do the artwork. But to make the artwork easier, I should enlarge it. And then do the artwork on it. I was thinking of doing like... Give me... Down. My idea of what I wanted kinda didn't work because I don't have... Well, cause should I add the mods so you can burn her clothes off? I'm waiting for Kafka to be ready to play Spyro so she can play it with the clothes burn off mod. Which of course what it's called, right? I had an idea, but I'm kinda... Kind of forgetting what the idea was. It's going to be very rough. A very rough sketch. A very rough sketch. Panties are spicy. Whoa. What's going on? What's going on in that emote sequence? I do not know how to interpret that. The it's a bit rough. Sketch-wise is a bit on the rough side, but I'll see if I can make it. But what does her panties look like then? Like a pizza. Okay. Thank you for the response, sweetie. I guess that is true, and that is what it looks like. do like this. And here. The thing is, it's going to be a lot of this is going to melt together because it's just the same color. So a lot of the details are going to disappear. Has fashion gone too far? Nah, I don't think it's gone far enough. I think it should get further. We need crazier ones. Next she should have some burger panties.
Unfortunately,
I don't know how I would design that, but I should design that. Yeah, like that. Calico, you see Calico is here? I don't know. Maybe she's... This is a weird looking one. I mean, if Mechanical is here, she probably is busy at work anyway, so... Being all responsible. Like a good bunny. Okay, I didn't draw the ones from this, but do I need to? But do I have to? Beautiful, isn't it? Confidence on meeting with her two bulls. I expect my Calico being first in line and cracking jokes about such an item. Pizza item. I mean, I made it yesterday, so... Or 2 days ago, actually. If my Calico was here, I would know. Prig. But I'm going to make sure there is no gaps in it. That's what I do. Still a drawing. The thing is too sharp. Whee! I don't know if I should add like dividing lines. Let's see here. And then making it more like that. Cool. Wait. Dance, you dance. You're so silly. Did you know that a silly bunny? There's one of them. I should still kind of fill the corners. This is weird looking. Okay. Um, this is a very rough sketch, but let's try to improve it. Making it look presentable. Chestnut. Nice. All stands. Hydrate. Okay. And cold is. Cold with the coach and jaded emote. Okay, let's flip this image over. Who gave me this Goomba? Wait, you have a Goomba? Oh, Chestnut. Oh. No, Chestnut isn't Goomba, right? That's the other enemy. Goomba. If you've seen this Super Mario film, oh yeah, the first one, it's weird. They sure had fun making it, I guess. And then they made a second 3D animated one, well, by a completely different studio, of course, which kind of had similar elements to it, which was kind of weird. But just as nonsensical. Both made as much sense when I watched them. Not gonna spend too long on trying to get this look. It's gonna be a small detail anyway. And the artwork contains a whole separate artwork in it. No, but Goombas are chestnuts. I mean, if you think so. I guess it makes sense. Maybe I'm thinking of the other one. Maybe that's... What are the other enemies called that are like Goombas? Ah, I mistyped Goombas. Goomba. I thought Goomba was based on a mushroom. I thought the other one, what are they called? I can't find them. Can't find the name of them. Galoomba, there we go. Oh, my clothes. There's a Galoomba is a chest. The Galoomba really looks like a chestnut and a Goomba looks like a mushroom. And why are you doing this to me again? No, it's not again. It's the first time you did it. Why are you doing this, White Trying to be all innocent, I guess. Galoombas are chestnuts, Goombas are mushrooms, okay? At least that's how I look at them. How innocent you are, innocent. Code. Sugar box is not sexy. Oh my god. However, in North America, Galoombas were named as Goombas prior to Super Mario 3D World. I guess in one sense, you're Code Cold would say that, wouldn't he? Is there like it doesn't really like they say like here, these Galoombas do not have mushroom-shaped heads, but rather more spherical ones. They also lack a stem. The Goomba's 2 feet are attached directly to the bottom of the head. As such, they resemble chestnuts more than mushrooms. Yeah, so there we go. Oh, there you go. Now I'll find something about that. Anyway, moving on from that. Cool. Says Gold. Caution, yes, nudity is my weakness. Not weakness in the sense of, oh, I if I see some nudity, oh my, but rather I don't want to be nude. Does that make sense? I don't know how that makes sense. Someone checked a plushie at me. Who threw it? Oh, it was Orimian. That means that Orimian is back. Which is good because I like Orimian. What? You like Orimian? How much do you like Orimian? Yeah, it's Walker, hello. My brother's cat shredded my left arm, so I had to stop the bleeding before taking a shower. Oh. Such a wild cat. That cat is crazy. That cat is scaring me. I wouldn't I wouldn't dare approach that cat. I would be shredded. Like paper. Quote, Tugbox, what panties do you like to wear? Quote, most of the panties isn't really doing the job of being panties. Cat wanted to be pet, then suddenly went into attack mode in an instant. Sounds like a cat to me. It sounds like the usual cat. Typical cats not showing appreciation. But like when they want something, they attack, regardless of what it is. That doesn't apply to all cats. And like they want to be pet, and then when they're feeling happy with being pet, instead of just like, oh thank you, now I'm going to leave, it's like, no, I'm going to attack you because you gave me pets that I asked for, but you continue giving pets when I didn't want anymore. Therefore it's your fault. Silly indeed. Quote, if you're willing to pay for the delivery of panties for me. The more I tried pulling my arm away, the harder he would bite and deeper he digs his claws in. Gosh, I didn't attack after that. No, gosh. Gosh, no. A good cat. The best, still the best cat. Please. I should probably have there. Something like that. Good kitty. Preserved, that's just his way of playing. It's just he plays very rough. Yeah, he's not been taught to be nice and calm. It's going crazy. Oh, this doesn't look great, but it's gonna be tiny anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter really. Doesn't. Something like that. I think that would be good. And then I set it to like this. So it's just still looks kind of weird. Maybe I can squish together. Looks fine. Look finer. I say it all the time, and I'll say it again. Poor Scarlet. No, it's part of the fun. She deserves it. She tried to be all tough and all, and now she gets to. Now she gets to. It's karma. I don't know what she did, but she probably did deserve it. Probably, trust me. Looks like a deer. Or looks like a deer. It's not meant to be a deer. Hello, cold. Yeah, I mean, technically, wouldn't you spell the name with capital letters to spell it correctly? Cold's name is 100% capital letters. Plushy. Don't like that. Around would have been my first guess before you said it looked like a deer. Well, I mean, by the it looks like a deer, I meant like it's not meant to be a deer. If that makes sense. Or did you think it looked like a tier 2 after setting? I guess there's some deer elements to this shape. I need silhouette, I guess. It looks like a deer. It'd be beer on beer. I feel like a beer is a bit different from a deer. If you mix up deer and beer, then well,
Yeah, blind.
da-da-da-da-da.
Literally don't like wood.
Piano loop. Yeah, if you mix up the and beer, you probably had too much of the latter. That's fair. Absolutely true. Now we're going to have some ads. And then as I'm playing it, I'll probably go fill up with some water and then I will be back and fix the last few details on this Umbreon, and then I will do the last evolution, which one that should be. There we go. Easy peasy. Oh, I have now okay, no, okay. I guess not. Don't like thrust it into my mouth. That's that could. Yeah, if you like, I need. This one too. I suppose I have to loan you a special swimming suit. Oh, are we going to see Klonoa in a swimsuit? It's probably not going to be a swimsuit similar to what Pompon has, though. Oh. That's not even closing. This was a great disappointment. And even the music cut out. It's just silence.
I'll take that as a no then. Fine. Well, may the best man win. Sphere. May the best sphere win. Swap that in. Much more clever, of course.
Yeah. My spherical head is much better than your spherical head. Well, I mean, aside from me missing how they reflect that.
4,000 euros. That's like this entire fucking truck run.
4,000? You get 26,000.
It was like 12,000, I think.
Okay, okay, sure. I get 26,000.
Why do you get 26,000?
Because I'm a cute bunny.
Oh, okay.
Hey, water. Any kid?
What?
I want your
I'm not a
lunch
cute
money.
bunny, guys. Pun. Apparently, being a cute bunny gives you 24,000. Being an ugly bunny only gives you 12, and then you get 4,000 at.
Right.
What happened if I go in the hole?
Cool, you can try.
You know, I think I'll die if I do that. So I think I'll let that be.
Don't go into random holes. Secret area.
Oh, the holes are, you know, they call. So, I mean, that sounds really bad. Sorry.
No, go continue. Oh, I wish it was Tiopolis. I would tie up everyone. Wait.
I can't smell anything.
Yeah, you got no nose. You can trap yourself. Ow. Well, you're going to die for that. You don't come and nibble me without permission. It's definitely a different bonk. Mermaid. There we go. That's how I do it. That's what I wanted to do. Oh, no, don't get stuck like this. There we go. No! There we go. Aha! Let's come back.
I'm
Yeah.
clever.
Just loaded the washing machine. Last evolution should be Glacian. Why? Is there a reason? Coach, my spherical head is much better than your spherical. I assume that clip plate. Oh, I'm a magical girl. Nice. Hole. Is it Kafka's hole? Quote. Well, we have two whole clips now. We have one where Kafka talks about the hole, and the other where Kochi falls into the hole, I think. Coach, you don't come and nibble me without permission. Hello, you consider gamer. I see that you're loading up the outfits. Because Glacian is well, fair enough. That's a fair reason. I can get behind that. I can accept that that explanation for why I should do Glacian. I don't think there's any other lines to do really. The rest is like off screen anyway. So, and then for these, problem is that you're kind of flipping into circle. Okay, so we'll do this. There. And then I will fill it with color, and then I will crop out the circle afterwards. That would be a better way of doing it. It was the coffee. Okay. Party at Pon Pon House. Oh, you would like to. What would we do at the party? Modhessa, give me ideas for what would happen at the Pon Pon party at Pon Pon House. Where the where the Mechanica, Sunny? What do you mean? Mechanica is probably practicing for yeah. Mechanica is supposed to be at work, but I guess no, she's just practicing Spyro for their race. No, Modhessa kidnaps everyone. So if someone is missing, blame Modhessa. That's understandable. What? Yep, I locked in. Yeah. I assume you meant, yep, I locked them in my basement, but I can also interpret your sentence that, yep, I am locked in my basement. Which is a funnier interpretation of your sentence. Okay, I should do the last one that's Glacian. Orange Bunny. Or last one is Glaceon. Let's go with this one as a reference. Yeah, I assume you meant him. But that's just dumb. You know that I can get Mechanica and Sunny out of there with chaos control. I don't know, I'm feeling cringe at the moment. I'm feeling cringe. Do. I'm gonna assign this so I can actually see what I'm doing. Dude. I'm not sure how this works, but let's try to improve the level of detail here. Something like Nah, that's breezy. I am the chaos bring away. Let's see, I am the chaos bringer, quote shot in the butt, but I am the one who has the chaos emeralds. Now that's breezy. How many chaos emeralds do you need to be able to use chaos control? Your power has no effect on me. In my normal form, maybe, but in my super form, that's a completely different story. Are you? So you normally you're Sega Zero Gamer X, but then you can transform into Super Sega Zero Gamer X. Do you know how tricky that is to say fast? Feel the wrath of Super Sega Zero Gamer X. Then how about Varudo? I have the Infinity Gauntlet. Oh. You need 1 Chaos Emerald to use Shadow's abilities. You need all 7 Chaos Emeralds to go Super. Oh, well, maybe you don't have all 7. Maybe Monhesa is having one of the emeralds. What about the Master Emerald? You only need 1 emerald to use Chaos Control? Well, then 7 people can use Chaos Control at the same time. Well, I guess not at the same time, but you know what I mean. Independently of each other. Next, I should draw one of the Eevees in all the situations that this Brexit have got yourself into. No. I didn't do it now. Only you have your paws visible, and this will be second set of paws visible. Do. This works, I guess. I got aces in my ass. I think I meant hands. But I like the ass part. Talk about that. Now that ear looks a bit weird. Look a bit weird. Zero the Hedgehog. Oh, your name is Zero. Okay, I can call you Zero. I've been calling you Sega Zero Gamer every time now. I can call you Zero. And now I am the most powerful hedgehog in the world. The power of these emeralds make me invincible. I am an ultimate hedgehog. This is who I am. I still find it funny that in Spyro, when you get the supercharge and the dragon's like, when you're supercharging, you are invincible. Nothing can stop you. You know, except for the small monkey-like creatures that chuck bananas at you. Apparently the bananas are stronger than your supercharge. I think that's a bug. Because I'm sure in the original game that's not the case. An oversight, I guess, is a more appropriate term. But I guess an oversight can be considered a bug. Because that's usually how bugs are due to oversights. But bugs are when it does exactly as when the software does exactly as it's been told to do, but that's not intended. So, if you want, you can call me Sega Zero or just Zero. I mean, there's no one else called Zero here, so I could call you Zero. I mean, if you are Zero, the hedgehog, I can call. I mean, that would make sense, doesn't it? Right. There we go. Need to. I think the eyes are a darker color actually, so. Let's do that. Let's see. My favorite Chaos Emerald is the one that gives you invincibility. Wait, do they have different abilities? I mean, that makes sense actually. I didn't know they had different abilities. Let's see. It's not a bug, it's a feature, yeah. Cause he's Sir Not Shut Nuts. Even. And that's nuts. Only cute ones can make me happy. Ooh. Why I said that while I was playing. Howdy Kangaroo is a good question, but... But yeah, I said it. And some of you people make me happy, therefore some of you people must be cute. Let's see now, where was I? And then it should be the darker color that goes on the tips of the ears on the paws. Here. Should put behind the so I can see better what's going on. And it should also be here. But I realized that I should put this on a layer above. There we go. Like this. Alright, those should be even above this. But that can't be above that. Especially this one, and needs to be above everything. Like that, and then I just need to color the rest here. No. And there should be a face here too. And There we go. So that's maybe not the best. My best drawn Galician, but it's something. Oh, I'm wearing my bodysuit now. I'm getting ready for bodysuit adventures, I guess. Whatever those are. No, no, no. I'm not ready for this. This is hardly appropriate. This is bad. Checking what plushies that means not good. What is that? I have never been cute in my life. You must be mistaken. Well, Alistans, either you are... Well, check your cuteness value. Do exclamation point cute and see what it is at. Either you are... Bonk. Either you are cute or you don't make me happy. Top choice. Easy choice. Why would I want to make you happy? So I think I want to layer them in this over there. Now we just need to add a background. Or even it's 50% cute today. Okay, let's see here. So if I take this one, what background color should it be? It needs to be something that doesn't like clash. That still makes it easy to see. It can't be one that's yellow or green or something like that, I guess. But at the same time, it would make sense to have it based on the type. So I could still go with like green, but it has to be a color that then makes so for example, if I go with this, that could work, but I don't know if it's a good color. Nibbles the bun, hello Kate. And hello Never, oh you're using the lurky mode this time. Or even 3% kid. Okay, got a strawberry, Never got an orange. Let's see, and you are like that. So your background will therefore carefully have to be defined according to this. And you should probably have... Okay, let's Let's see this. It kind of works. So if I just make it a slightly more... more like that. Thank you for lacking, coach. I think it's this one. It's a bit too bulgy. Why do you speak like that? It's now a fox then. It goes into the bunny burrow. It is now a fox then. That is how it works. According to Kate. And we have distrust Kate. And Umbreon was also going to have a color like everyone else. Okay, so I need to define where it should go. Okay, so first it will go up here, and then it needs to follow this. Like that. Color good, probably. And the last one. Two purple. Oh, like that. And then I just need this circle. Everything should be cropped within. This circle. So can I make this circle? Okay, I can make this thicker, but that's not what I want. I want it filled. I don't think I can do that. Now the closest I can do is make it large like this. Make it an object like that. Fill it. And then shrink it down to the desired size. Like that. And now it can act. But I don't want to crop the ears. Then think about that. The cropping should only be applied to the background, right? But also but on Umbreon as a whole, because no cropping goes, yeah. There we go. That's what I want. Someone say my name? I don't think so, but I can say your name, Monhesa. What if I admit that I'm wearing panties? I am actually wearing panties. I know it's a surprise. Here we go, the difference. As intended, really looking. Although I do get effects like that, so maybe I should rasterize it. Okay, I spent way too long making this design. I spent way too long making this design. You better like it. If the someone, thank you. This is the cheating way to add additional characters, so I can add them to tags without actually drawing the characters. Wait, I did draw the characters without them actually being part of the scene. Okay, good. I need more PP. Although I do want to add and after this I will have to do the background and effect and the trace being torn off. There's a lot of details going into these pictures, which you might not consider how many details I put into this, but there is a lot. There was a bit of Pokemon colored too. There's a big to fit a detailed design on the front. She needs a bra too. She can't go topless. Imagine her going topless. What do what your brush should look like? I don't know. Ah. I do have an idea. Touchy. Filling up with hearts. Filled with love. Do. And then I will delete the original line there, keeping this line. Like that. Do. Now I should have another silly design. I need to decide what colors to go with. What does he do karaoke? Oh, the Podpod doesn't like it when something bad is happening. Like when my dress disappears. The power of love and the ability to shoot lasers from your sword. Podpod has a sword. A sword of love. If that counts. Back to my regular dress. Quote, if you want to see all my bulge pictures, just send me a DM and I can send them to you. Yeah? What do you say? Wanna see them? May I? I mean, if you send me a DM, you can. I can send it. I can send you. Do. Let's do that. I'm just a rabbit, so you honestly think I'm capable of just asking a cute girl for bulge fix? I mean, it's my drawings. I'm not going to show you my real life bulge. I mean, yeah. So I think you're capable of it. I mean, you can always go and look at my art on your own and look at the bulge pictures that way too. But you know, go wild. Cannot large bow, but maybe that's fine. Maybe it is fine. Let's color it and see. Maybe I'll do the line on this scene. Yes, quotes, but I'm getting more and more experience, yeah. You're vastly overestimated my ability as a cognitive social being. Understandable, I mean, I guess it's not that easy. I guess you're right. No bulge pictures for you then. Do. Let's make another drawing here. So I haven't made enough drawings, have I? Don't look at while I'm putting Ponpon's underwear on screen for a short moment. Taking pictures. Yeah, when I had to reference my own underwear. For transparency, I was aware you were the drawings, not actual panty shots. Well, there would be panty shots. Wait, are you saying that you don't want to see me wearing panties? But it has a higher density of polygons here at the butt than it has anywhere else on the body. But I like the transparency, especially when the clothes go transparent. Reminds me of a common error when it comes to dealing with transparency, like when it comes to fading in, which I've seen some do. Instead of doing a proper fade in, like fading out to black and fading in the scene, they instead choose to fade in all the objects. They have a black background, and then they fade in the background, and then they fade in the character on top of the background. And if the character is in multiple pieces, all the individual pieces are fading in, which is, for example, in a flash animation. Instead of just having all that solid, and then you put a black panel square on top of the whole scene, and the black panel is fading out, which is a proper fade in from black. Because if you do the other way around, you're going to see the background through the characters, and if the character has multiple pieces, you're also going to see all the individual pieces through each other, and it's not going to look that good. But I've seen it happen a few times. Quite a lot of times, actually. Not only that, it also takes more performance. So if, for example, if that's a thing you do on your, like in a flash animation, the actual fading is going to require more performance rather than if it was just the good old fading away from black. So need to change the color to the intended color. Music. We'll go against what the song does say, and then we'll stop the music. Quote, I haven't done it on this pair, but I usually do that on other panties I draw. Quote, you can get a permanent butt if you get a pon-pon butt. You get a permanent butt if you give 12,000 bits. Yeah? And how is that going to your box? How many bits have you provided? Seeing pineapple. No, it's a pin-up, not a pineapple. Currently, both Cole and Oriman have provided at least 20,000 bits. Calico is over 8,000 and is less than 12,000 left towards the butt. Then we have Waterbunny is 3,500, the Night Runner at 2,000, Latent Logic at 175, Red Mickem at 170,000, a Later Taster at 130, and Kate at 1215. Oh, that's a very specific number. I wonder why that's number. 1215. I wonder what that represents. And why does Kate have exactly that number? I hereby declare that Pon-Pon has been clothed for too long. Excuse me, Mechalico? Do you know how many times I've been undressed today? Do you know how many times I've been undressed today? And I hereby declare that you're wrong. Thank you, Tugbox, for standing on my side. Yeah, I have this big crowd against me, and everyone's like, take off your clothes. Or now they don't demand Bonbon to do. They're like, time for your clothes to disappear. And then Bonbon stands on the side with Chucky Box, and Chucky Box is like, no, don't do it to Bonbon. But Bonbon just stands there, unaware because it's already happening. Or something, I don't know. But I guess Mechanical's job is to chase Bonbon. Colorful stripes, yeah. But secret stripes, okay. I'm 164%. Do you know how people are going crazy? I guess so. Then it takes a bleach out of the coverage. Pigeon. Well, I mean, Mechanic is the one that's undressing me, so I mean, So, sounds like a fun. Well, I'm getting bombarded by plushies. Sounds like a fun drawing, though. Trying to protect Ponfon from getting undressed, but Ponfon is already undressed. Like, do. Also, I didn't draw the very important line here. That's how you know it's panties. Okay, and then I have to draw the greenery. I should try to remember doing that this time. I keep forgetting about it. We're going to have a quick ad break. So, what if I shouldn't go for too long today because I do want to collab with Mechanical, Because Mechanical is a cutie. Okay, what if we can just play that now because I just have them over with, Let's get them over with. And I should do the hydrate and posture check as well. And just for you, Cole, I'm going to fix my panties as well. There we go, I did it. Oh no, let's keep the time in mind. I will keep mine in time. Mechanica is getting excited. Mechanica is cooking out something bad. I wonder what the colorway is up to. Okay, let's see here. I should have that just in the middle. Or maybe the other way around. Or maybe I have another one. Giant ones. What? Because my weapon of mass destruction is my panties. And that's really nice. They do talk about my giant ones. Your giant pineapples. That is a lot to talk about, so I don't know if she should be blushing in this one though. Because it's electric. Well, okay, which attack is this then? List of Pokemon moves. Type. Electric. Wait. I can open electric, let's get a list of all the electric moves that way too. Seems easier to do. High power. Okay, we got some special moves. Let's ignore those. Special. Signature moves or something. We got Bolt Strike, Electric Shock, Double Shock, Volt Tackle, Zap Cannon, Thunder. Not the usual fruit I used. The cucumber. Or pineapple. Oh, I mean, that is a peanut or pineapple. I don't know how they say it. Limited edition evolution hunting. Yeah. I mean, aren't most clothes limited edition technically? I will open multiple of these and see how the how they look attack wise. They used to have a black background. At least that one. This one isn't really. This is also like a signature move. So that can there's barely any pieces of it. Since the Volt Tackle doesn't have anything. There you go. Stab Cannon is more of a proper one. And it also like Blowjeans. It does usually darken the background. I could go with like thunder because it's kind of like a basic one. So trying to see here what would good look of the electricity look. It wouldn't exactly look like this, but bounce, hello, Papa Kenny. So let's do like try to mimic this how it looks here. Pumpers make sound effects now. Hey B, Thursday. Don't you have any funny things to say about Thursdays? Like how it's the day of being thirsty, and that sure scares people because I've been constantly underestimated. Thirsty for pompons anyway. What if the attack was Nuzzle and you had a Pachirisu or the or something even it breaks like final. I don't want to draw another Pokemon, okay? And I also struggle reading those names too. I shouldn't draw a Pokemon I can't pronounce the name of. I can't pronounce any of Pokemon names anyway, I pronounce them weirdly. And I cannot do that because there's no like defined pronunciation guide included on like Pokemon wikis. And that is why I want to provide that myself. As I mentioned, I want to go through every episode of Pokemon, note down how they say a Pokemon name, every single episode of Pokemon, as well as all the media too. And then we have the pronunciation for English. Although I can't do it for every language. I can't, wouldn't even be able to tell how they pronounce it in other languages. I should read more. No quips today. Taking care of sick kid and working. Cats are being a menace. Good good to take care of your sick ones. They do need all the care that you can provide. But then the cat is just being a cat, so nothing different there. Do. The cat is acting like a cat. Why? As far as I know, that cat is... well... being silly. I've heard one, or I'm not sure what we've been collabing. Yep, just another day in the life. The black kitten loves to climb all over my keyboard and attack my screen, yeah. Trying to boop that pon butt. But I mean, to be fair, who doesn't want to boop pon's butt? Okay, let's see. I should make this that was not the number I wanted. That quote, to be fair, who doesn't want to put but Thank you for saving that quote. Just what I needed, another quote about Ponpon's butt. Don't have enough of those. Okay, it's still a work in progress. Oh, it doesn't go over yellow. Okay. I wish this one could have been big, eh? Maybe it just shouldn't be that large. Something like that, perhaps. So this attack is just thunder, I guess. Oh, well, we'll see if it looks great. I mean, I can hide the background to see that it's great. Apologies. Do. Something like that. Did the song just say sexy fish? Yes. No, it was sexy beach, of course. Of course. It was fish. Oh, that makes sense. I guess that's what you're asking. Like, this doesn't make any sense. Oh yeah, I forgot to say hi. Hi. Calico says hi. Okie Kelly. I guess you could argue that these sparks might be something else. Whoa. Hmm. Wait, this is so. Nothing's happening because I. Do. And the image. Yeah, should I like get ready to, you know, for mechanical time? Why does it have a sharp line here? It doesn't make any sense. Which one is no? Rude. There's a short line here too, annoying. Why? Why do you do this? Okay, no, it doesn't show anymore. What? Oh yeah, the reason why it shows is because I shrunk it down. Microwave. Course. Oh my god, I changed my underwear. How long? No, I like. Yeah, I do change my underwear, but I'm still wearing the same underwear today. But I've changed it from what I was wearing yesterday. You know. Yeah, okay, I have an idea how I want to do this. I'll do it to keep me happy. Oh, fair enough. I guess make fun sad and embarrassed. For your own enjoyment. I guess that's why I have it. When you have a sad day, you can like make Ponpon's day sad. To make yours better. Okay, so what I'm thinking could work. Do. Good morning, gentlemen. Hello, Normal. I was going to finish up here, and I was actually going to end this stream because I'm going to have a stream later on. So don't worry, I'm going to be back. With Mechaliko. So This is not really effective one. Uh, I woke up like just now, waking up at the midday again. I think you should sleep better. I understand it's hard sometimes to have a good sleeping schedule, and I know that from experience. And obviously you can't just sleep better, it just doesn't work like that. Even though we might want to. I'm just adding more and more effects on top of each other. Sometimes I'm just going crazy with the effects. Wait, I could do. And hopefully I get this to work as I want. Yeah, I gotta start sleeping at not 3. You need to go sleep at midnight, maybe. Your music choices throw me off. Wait for a loop of law. I'm still standing to the... Yeah. As I said, I have a wide variety of music in this library. And I'm just playing all of it in a random order. I don't have a very particular music taste. I enjoy all kinds of music, and I think I do enjoy the music more because of the widely different styles of music. I'm getting so much different things. I don't get tired of the style of music. Oh, that makes sense. I need to sleep earlier as well. Me too, I guess. Oh, don't look at my pants again. You look at my pants too much. Hello, girl. Nice to see you again. The tonal whiplash of each song is pretty nice. Oh no, Coachy. Evil Coachy. Absolutely nothing wrong with enjoying what you enjoy. Of course not. I'm not saying that I want to assume it's wrong. I'm not sure if anyone listens to music this way. I think people like music of certain genres or something. But here you get musical whiplash. Be careful. Should that be one of the tags I should have? Musical whiplash. I don't think I should add more. Musical whiplash. Pun stream. That's not what I wanted. I want to try something here. Oh, that's a piano. Normal, no. I should read some of the comments and then probably I should read out. How about that? Quote, feral pon-pons are multiplying. There's nothing wrong with that. Are they multiplying with each other? Already got a tomato. Makes sense to me since I do the same thing with music. Yeah. Well, I guess I have someone else who does it. Yeah, guys, I know some people just pick a theme to go with, and I'm fine. Like, I should set it up on stream, but at some point, still haven't done that. And then I will be able to, when I decide that I want music to play, I will do the play music command, and then I can specify a certain theme to it. And it will only play songs of that theme. And the theme could be, well, whatever you want the theme to be. I just will need to tag the songs, but we'll see. I could, like, for example, play songs of only a certain language or from a specific country. Could do that too. Which she didn't want to show in this underwear. I don't want to show in this underwear either. Hi, Papa Kenneth and amigos. Hello, Coachy. You are famous here. Quote, Coachy would also wear a bikini. Yep. Came back from the store looking good. I'm glad that you're looking good, Jaded. I like the self-confidence. You're coming back from the store and the first thing you think is, yeah, I'm looking good. That is good. That is good self-confidence. You should have that. Hey, Coachy man. Oh no, it's Jaded. What? What are you trying to say, Coachy? Looking beautiful as always. Coachy do look beautiful. Every part of Coachy. Looking handsome as always, Jaded. Could strike you in the opportunity to look at a lot of girls' panties. Oh, Coachy, you're funny. So I should add some shading and stuff, but for now, it's ending stream. Thank you everyone for being here. No, like I will have a second stream today with Mechanical. So yeah. And Mechanical is a lovely bean. So make sure to be back. Coach's biggest fear, Jaded. I can understand that Coach is a bit afraid of Jaded sometimes, because Jaded can, well, sometimes be a lot, I guess, maybe. I don't know. What if we raided someone I don't think I have raided in like forever? Someone who has been on... Oh, no, the stream is over. It said be right back, but I guess the stream ended. I just opened the... and updated the page. Well, I guess the stream is over then. Okay, we're not going to raid now. But kind of awkward to do that now. Well, in that case, we should probably pick this person. Who is the... No, this person is actually the longest since I raided. However, this stream might end. Because this stream has been going for 6 hours. This stream has also been going for 6 hours, so that stream might also end. So maybe I just go to this streamer who I have not rated in 46 days. So it's still been a while. So maybe we should go there. Oh no, it wouldn't allow me to... I don't know. Well, let's go. Let's go to Nevelation 7. Unless you have other ideas. We'll be back, absolutely. Thank you, Jaded. I trust you. Bye. Thank you for being here, Porter, again. Well, even if it was a short time, because you did show up kind of late. But that's okay. You can show up and go as you want. I can't do anything to Jaded without him being a pervert. Well, don't do anything to Jaded then. It sounds kind of kink if you want to do things to Jaded, you know. I don't know. You know, I've got Coach here, something to Jaded, because Jaded can be a lot sometimes. Thank you. Sugar box. Somewhere along those lines. Another Jaded quote. We do love those. Ooh, 6 hour stream. Well, I'm going for a 4 hour stream. And then I will go for more hours stream. Quote, I'm not a pervert, I just like to draw panties being exposed on embarrassed girls. Exactly like this artwork that is shown on screen in the moment. Quote, you should be scared, Coachy. I mean, you should be cute. Good quote. One of the good Coachy quotes for out of the 184 there are. Thank you for the stream. Have a good day. Thank you, Admore, for being here. Do make sure that you don't miss out when I'm back. I should start with rate, by the way. Rate command. There's rate message. Oh, appropriate. Thanks for streaming. See you soon. Oh yeah. Proof that the quotes have a mind of their own. Are you afraid of the quotes, Chukebox? Are you afraid of what you will get when you do exclamation point quote? Or exclamation point Q. That works too. If you are not subscribed to PonPon and don't want to spend points, you can use one of Neville's one of Neville's emotes, which is this one. It will show up when you're on Neville's side if you follow Neville. So if you aren't following Neville, you can follow it and then use it. You must be following when you use it. That's the only requirement. If you don't, as said, want to use my emotes, that's also an option. If you don't have anything else to use. I'll use the noted one, I think, because it's a funny one. It looks cute. I like how it turned out. And also, I was drawing something, so it's kind of fitting, I guess. Are you afraid of what you'll get? No, I'm afraid of what I have done. Also known as increasing the quota amount from 300 to 6,000. Well, you should be afraid.